Good morning, students. Today we will continue with a new chapter, progressions. So, what is progression? First we have to know about it and the types of progressions. Later on we will come to know. First, sequence. Sequence. What is meant by sequence? See here. If I wrote A here, B I missed. Next C. D I missed. E. Like that, one letter I missed it. So A, C, E. E after what will come means you won't say F because it has to be so and it has to come as G. So what is there? Some fixed condition is there here. Okay, what is the condition? In alphabets you have to write one by one, means one you have to leave it and you have to write next one. Sometimes what you will get it is A will be there, BC it won't be, and D, EF it won't be, and G. So it is one sequence of letters, alphabets. Okay, with alphabets you can write like this, and with numbers also we can write. So first number I am writing here 13, and I am adding 5, 18. Again I am adding 5, 23. Like this, it is one sequence. Okay, sequence means just numbers in one order, specific order. It is called sequence. So in this sequence again three types they mentioned. What are the types? Means, so if you take any number, first term is anything it may be. No need of starting with 1, starting with 2. We don't want it. You can start with 100, you can start with 20, whatever number you are taking it. For this number, either you have to add a fixed digit or you have to subtract a fixed digit. See here, what I am doing is, I am subtracting 2 from this one. So 2 I am taking and I am doing subtraction. From 7, I am doing subtraction 2. 7 minus 2 is how much here? 5. Again what I have to do? Fixed subtraction. Means from this number I have to subtract 2. 5 minus 2 is how much here? 3. Again what I have to do? I should subtract 2 from 3. 3 minus 2 is what? 1. Again 1 minus 2. Minus 1. Okay. Minus 1 minus 2. Means here minus 3. Etc. So this is called arithmetic progression. So first we have to know what is meant by arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is the progression you should take one term. Term means I said in sequence each number is said to be called as a term. So here 7 is a term, 5 is a term, 3 is a term, like that each is one term. So for first term either you have to do addition or you have to do subtraction. That addition or subtraction should be same for every term. So here I am taking 13 or 19 I am taking. I am adding 7 for this one. 19 plus 7 is 26. 26 plus 7 is 33. 33 plus 7 is 40, etc. What I done here? To get next term, I added 7. Again I got second term here. So for this again I added 7. I got third term. Again I am adding 7 only. So whatever, how many terms are there, each term to get its succeeded term, I am adding 7 for the previous term. So here for previous term, if you add a fixed number or if you subtract a fixed number, then that progression is said to be called as arithmetic progression. Okay. Now, types of progressions, in that you will get geometry progression and also harmonic progression, but harmonic progression is not there in 10th class syllabus. So, no need of discussing about harmonic progression. Now, we will go deeply to the arithmetic progression. Next, we will see about the geometric progression. First we will go to the arithmetic progression. So first in progression, first term second term. So terms will be more, some infinite terms will be there, finite terms will be there. Finite terms, infinite terms. So first term usually you will write with small letters only and a suffix 1, a1. So what is the meaning of a1? A1 means 1 means first term. First term is also can be written as small a. So first term you can write as a1 or you can write as a1 or a. So second term is nothing but a2, that's it. Okay, second term is a2. Third term, what is third term? A3. Third term is a3. Fourth term is a4. Fifth term is a5, etc. like this. So what I said to you, I said arithmetic progression means you have to take first term. Either you have to do addition of fixed number or you have to do subtraction of fixed number, I said. That fixed number you are taking as a D here. That fixed number you are taking as a D. D full form is difference. So that is also called common difference, because the difference should be same to make it as an arithmetic progression. So now what I am doing for this first term, if I add D, it becomes a plus D or not? It becomes a plus D. For this means to get a3, for a2 again you have to add this difference. Means a plus D plus D. A plus D plus D. These two are called like terms. D plus D, 2D. So a plus 2D it becomes. Again, if you want to get a4, for a3 you have to add common difference. For a plus 2D, if you add D, a plus 2D plus D means you are getting a plus 3D. Again a5, a plus 3D plus D means a plus 4D. Like you are getting like this. Now, can you say what is A19? What is A19? Means 19th term, how it will be. You have to imagine how you are getting it. Further, reasoning is very, very important. Why every teacher or every student or every school, every parent, they will stress on maths means in mathematics only reasoning will be there. Reasoning means you have to think of what will come, So here A5, A6, A7, A19, how you have to remember. So if you observe these terms keenly, here if you have 3, D's coefficient is 1 less than this one. If you have 3 here, from 3 if you subtract 1, 2D. If you have 4 here, 4 minus 1 means 3D. This A is common. And here if you have 5, you are getting coefficient of D as 4. Now here A19, what you have to write? A is common, A you are writing, plus is common, plus you wrote. Now D is also common. And you have to think of what number will come over here. Means what I said here, whatever number is there here, 1 less than this. From 19 if you subtract 1, what you are getting? 18. So here 18D. Yes or no? So like this A100 if you want to write it. Means what you have to write? A plus, from 100 subtract 1, 99D. A plus 99D. Like I want AN. AN means what? Nth term. So here again same observation. How you will write AN? What I said to you? A plus is common, I said. And D is also common, I said. D's coefficient, what you have to write? Here whatever number is there, From that subtract 1 I said to you. So I have to write n minus 1. Being n minus 1 is having two terms, it should be keep in the brackets. So a plus n minus 1 into d is the formula for an. Okay. So what is an? Again, what is an means? An is called general term. General term in AP. So they'll ask what is general term in AP? What you have to say? An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now what they done is they wrote general form of AP. General form of AP means how AP will be there to see. So AP general form of AP will be first term is a, comma, second term is a plus d, third term is a plus 2d, etc. Last term is a plus n minus 1 into d. This is called an, and it is called a1, it is called a2, a3, etc. an. So this upward one is said to be called general form of AP. If anyone will ask to write general form of AP, means what you have to write? A plus b, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, a plus 4d, etc. The last term is called a plus n minus 1 into d. Now an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d written. An is also called as last term in the progression. In progression n terms are there, means last term is what? An. So last term formula L is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So by using these, okay, we can do some problems over here. And first we should know what is common difference. So general form is a plus d, a plus 2d, etc. It is general form. So here common difference should be denoted with small letter d itself. We should not denote with capital letter. So common difference d is having a formula a2 minus a1. a2 minus a1. What is the meaning of a2? Second term in the progression. What is a1? First term in the progression. What you will get when you do a2 minus a1 here? In place of a2, what you have here? A plus d. a2 after which symbol you are saying? Minus. What is a1? First term is a. Minus a plus a cancelled. What you have here? D. So a2 minus a1, how much you got here? Common difference? D. Next, we will go to common difference you said. Means successive terms difference must be same. Means here a3 minus a2 if you do it. a3 minus a2. What is a3 here? a3 is a plus 2d. Minus is there. a2 means a plus d. You should not write like this because minus after a2 means here a2 is one term, but a plus d is having two terms. So being more than one term is there, it should be enclosed in the brackets. So here this is nothing but a3 minus a2. Here a3 I did not enclose in the brackets because before a3 you did not have minus symbol. Now a plus 2d is same. With minus you have to multiply these two. Minus a minus d. Minus a plus a cancelled. From 2d you should subtract d. 2d minus d is what here? D. So a3 minus a2 also you got d only. Then a4 minus a3 also will become d. a5 minus a4 also will get a d. So a100 minus A99 also you will get a D only when A1 to A100 are in arithmetic progression. If all the terms are in AP, common difference must be same. Okay. Now, in progression, sir, in first exercise, okay, conditions were given. They given three problems or four problems were given for us, and they are asking that whether they forms a AP or not. I'll read the questions. Just try to see the textbook. What they given here? Exercise 6.1. First question. In which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved form an arithmetic progression and why? Okay. So here, first one is the minimum taxi fare is 20 rupees for the first kilometer and thereafter 8 rupees for each additional kilometer. So here, one person, he travelled 1 kilometer by taking a taxi, and for first kilometer he has to pay 20 rupees. One person, he travelled in taxi for 1 kilometer. For 1 kilometer he has to pay how many rupees? 20 rupees. Then one person travelled 2 kilometers in the same taxi. 2 kilometers is nothing but 1 kilometer plus 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer plus 1 kilometer. For first kilometer, he asked to pay 20 rupees. For additional kilometers, how many may be? You have to pay 8 rupees only. For first kilometer only 20 rupees. Next onwards, how many kilometers are there? For each kilometer, you have to pay 8 rupees only. So, if a person travels 2 kilometers in the taxi, okay, he has to pay 28 rupees. Now, a person travelled 3 kilometers. So here, 3 kilometers I am splitting into first kilometer and next onwards 2 kilometers. So, for first kilometer, he has to pay 20 rupees itself. And again 2 kilometers are there. Per each kilometer 8 rupees. Means 2 into 8. 2 8s are how much? 16. 16 plus 20 how much? 36. So, if he travel 3 kilometers, he has to pay for the taxi owner 36 rupees. So, like you got some numbers here. These numbers are forming arithmetic progression or not, he is asking. He created a problem and he is asking that the numbers which you are getting in that problem forms AP or not. Now 20, 28, 36 etc. First one is A1. A1 means A. A1 and A are equal, that is 20 rupees. A2. A2 means second term, this is 28 rupees. A3, it is 36 rupees. Now A2 minus A1, do it. A2 minus A1, 28 minus 20, you are getting 8 rupees. Again do A3 minus A2, that is 36 minus 28. Again you are getting 8 rupees. So what is happening here? Common difference you are getting same. Since common difference is same, it is in AP. You can say it is in AP. Next, second question, if you see it, in this only second question, if you see what he is saying, we will come to know about it. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So here, cylinder and vacuum pump. Cylinder and vacuum pump. So here, it is a cylinder. So first, imagine that in this cylinder you have entire air is there. So the cylinder is entire, it is filled with water, air. So this, it is vacuum pump. It is vacuum pump. Okay, what vacuum pumps will do is, if you on vacuum pump, it takes 1/4 of the cylinder air, it removes 1/4 of the air. So how much air is present inside the cylinder? From that 1/4 of the air will go. Means how much it will be remain means, from total air you have to subtract 1/4 of the air present in the pump. Now how numbers will come? Means full cylinder you have to imagine as 1. Full cylinder you have to imagine as 1. Now you on the vacuum pump. So what happens is, from full 1/4 of the cylinder, what happened? 1/4 means maybe it should be divided into 4 parts, and 1/4 is evacuated. So 1/4 of the air went off. Then if it is 1/4, it becomes 3/4 only or not? So here 1, if you do subtraction, you are getting 3/4. Again what you have to do? This you have to take it as full. Third time if you on the vacuum pump. Now you on the vacuum pump. What happens is, how much is remained? 3/4 is remained. From this 1/4 of 3/4 will be evacuated. Means how much air is present from that 1/4. Again this part should be divided into 4 equal parts, and in this one part will removed and 3 parts will be there inside. So to get that number, the total gas present before operating is 3/4. From that 1/4 of 3/4 is removed. So remain means you have to do LCM here. 3/4, okay. 1/4 into 3/4 means 3/16. LCM for 4 and 16 is 16. 4 how many times will go? 4 times. That 4 into 3 is 12. 16 one time. 3. And here 9/16. So here you are getting 9/16. So 9/16 of the air is present in that vacuum pump. Okay. Now what you have to do is, this forms AP or not to check. A2 minus A1 do it, A3 minus A2 do it. A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2. If you are getting same answer, then it is in AP. Otherwise it is not in AP. So you know subtraction. Just again I'm doing it. 3/4 minus 1, 4 LCM, 3 minus 4. You are getting minus 1/4 here. And same A2 minus A1, this is A2 minus A1. Now I am doing A3 minus A2. 9/16 minus 3/4. LCM is 16. 9 minus 12. So here you are getting a minus 3/16. Here difference you got minus 1/4. Here difference you got minus 3/16. Since difference is not same, it is not in AP. So remaining we will see in the next class.